Hey brewers and beer lovers, it's Jake with superbrewers.com here with some updates for you. It's been a pretty busy week. I had some major projects with work recently, and we had family down for the weekend. And my aunt from Washington visited, and it was pretty cool because she brought me these antique bottle caps. The boxes are unopened. The caps are probably unusable, but it was pretty cool that there's no count of bottle caps now. You go into the homebrew shop, you buy bottle caps, and it's 144 or however many are in the package you buy. I think you get like 55 from with your ingredient kits and stuff. But from Berg & Sons Quality in Tacoma, Washington, and says here they're packers of Blue Ribbon hops, Berg & Sons Beer Settler, Berg's Speedway hop flavored malt syrup, and Berg & Son light malt syrup. So I mean, this is from, I haven't been able to find any sort of date on it at all, but the packaging, let me get it the right way up. The packaging is really interesting. It's the old simple print, but one of the things that's weird about it is it's a cardboard box, but it was in a shed outside for long enough that the cardboard feels wet even though it's dry. And my aunt said that she pulled it out of the shed months ago and had it in the house, and it dried out, and it feels exactly the same now as it did when she took it out of the shed. So she brought 2 boxes of them. Neither box is in great shape, but it's just kind of cool to see the old way these were packed. And then it says here, Berg's bottle crowns are packed especially for small manufacturers, housewives, and home bottlers. For crowns that always sit airtight, always ask for Berg's bottle crowns. So back whenever these were marketed, they were home brewing back then, which isn't really that much of a surprise. But a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit more is this tube. At first I thought it was an old road flare, and it was stamped with the price of $3.95. But inside it is an old school hydrometer and thermometer together. Also made by Berg & Sons Tacoma, or sold by Berg & Sons Tacoma and Seattle. Made in Germany. Looks like balling, and I'm not sure what I think it's per degrees balling, maybe. If anybody has an old instruction sheet or any insight to these old combination hydrometers and thermometers, let me know, because I'd be really interested in hearing more about it. Degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, cool. And it's got green zone from 40 degrees to 60 degrees. And then the fermenting range is this white section in the middle that goes from 60 to 90. And then once it hits 90, then it says too hot. So yeah, that would be too hot. Thermometer illustrates safe temperatures and their effect on fermentation. A slow process produces best results. 70 degrees is lukewarm. Float this tester in brew when ready for fermentation. The nearest figure above the surface shows the percentage of alcohol the brew will contain after it has fermented. When the tester sinks to the letter B, fermentation is finished and it is time to bottle. The legal limit of alcohol is 0.5%. Huh. So that basically it's saying to bottle it when it gets all the way up to here. This red line at the top. So apparently you just left it in there. So I was holding the tip and it looks like it's up to almost 90 degrees. So I'm guessing this is old enough to be a mercury thermometer because it's got the silver inside the thermometer. But anyway, that was pretty cool. My aunt knew that I was a big homebrew geek, so she didn't know anybody else that would be interested in it, and it came out of my grandma's old shed, so I think it's pretty awesome. Gonna have some updates for there's some videos later on about specific topics. One of them is I bought a ball valve kit off of Amazon to add to my new kettle, so I can use that for my hot liquor tank, which I think will help my process get a lot more efficient. So gonna do a video about installing a weldless bulkhead for your ball valves. Really, if you're doing anything over 5 gallons, I almost think a ball valve is not optional, just for safety reasons. But that video will be coming out in the near future, so watch for that. And then one of the other things this week is in Eau Claire, a new huge grocery store opened up, and they had a lot of more ethnic foods, like whole aisles dedicated to Asian cuisine and South American cuisine and just lots of different stuff. So of course I had to thought adding some Tamarillo pulp would be a nice addition to a pale ale that I have. There's a couple gallons that I'm gonna add this whole 14-ounce bag to, and I'm hoping it'll kind of give it a little bit of tartness. The beer is not very hop forward, and it's pretty sweet, so I'm hoping that this will help out with that department. But super excited. They had like 20 different pulps, and whatever the fruit is that's listed on the front of it, the ingredient on the back is just that fruit pulp. They don't even, it looks like they don't even add water or anything, but they sell it frozen. I let this thaw out, gonna add that into the beer and see how that turns out. Should be interesting. But I mean, they had stuff like tamarind and a whole bunch of other fruits that I have no experience with, so definitely going to be checking that out. for some stuff. Oh, here. Blackberry, naranja, guava, curuba, yellow cherries, coconut, mamey, papaya, guanabana, tamarind, mango, tamarillo, passion fruit, pineapple, plum, fruit cocktail, strawberry, lime, mandarin, feijoa, coronilla, kirimoya, lucuma. So a bunch of those I don't recognize, but I'll be interested to see what they do to beer. So get this added, and like I say, brew up an adventure. It's got a nice sour flavor. Yeah, it's not very sweet, so I think it'll ferment a little bit, and then I think that flavor is going to go really well with the beer that I put it into. It's not quite a citrus flavor, but that's the closest I'm coming up with. It's got like a hint of mango, and that kind of there's hints of the tartness in a mango after the sweetness kind of dies away. But yeah, here's to trying new stuff. Cheers.